Hello. I know you're very excited to see me run for president, so I am gonna extend my invitation to everybody to watch Bernie Sanders take the great American presidency immediately. So let's go ahead. We're running against Trump. We're gonna beat him. Let's do it. Alright, everybody, this is a very important race. We don't want to lose against Trump. If we lose against this guy, it's going to get crazy. This country's going to be completely finished. We've got to get the rich, we got to get money out of politics. We've got to stop this immediately. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going straight to New York. I'm going to New York. I was born in Brooklyn myself. I know what I'm doing here, okay? I understand these people. First thing I'm going to do is go and build an HQ. Let's go ahead and get an outreach center. This way we can actually reach out to the super PACs. I know I'm not supposed to be working with the super PACs, but what can I tell you? It happens. It happens. We all have to sell out sometime. Let's go ahead. We're going to give a speech. I want to make sure that people know we are addressing climate change, all right? We're going to address climate change. We're going to do something about it, and there we go. New York is supporting us. Now, we're going to go ahead, end our turn, and eventually we will move to Florida in the next couple of days. We'll see. Maybe a few days, maybe 3, 2, I'm not sure. Now, you have to understand one thing. I love Florida. It's a great place, all right? My parents, they live in Florida. A lot of old Jewish people live in Florida. I'm going to go to Florida immediately. I'm going to start talking to them. I'm going to tell them, listen, if we don't stop this right now, the entire country is going to be full of rich people. Everybody's going to be wealthy. Well, I should say a small majority of wealthy people, they're going to own everything. And all of us poor people of middle class, we're going to be ruined. We're going to be finished. So let's see how let these Florida people think of my policies. We got to make sure to stop Trump. He's going to go to Pennsylvania maybe next, or maybe he's going to Texas. Yes, of course, some country bumpkin in Texas would like to vote for this idiot. If you want to do it, I mean, by all means, go ahead. But I'm going to do my own thing. I am going to go to Florida and I'm going to give a speech. So here we go. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I want to also create an advertisement, let people know that Bernie Sanders supports Social Security. It's that simple. I understand these Republicans, they want to cut Social Security, they want to get rid of it. We can't afford to do that. I'm an old man myself. I need my Social Security. Let's go ahead, give some Social Security support here in Florida. People are liking it. They're really happy with our campaign, and I am extremely happy. I'm going to make another advertisement here to make sure that people know I do want to fight ISIS. Just because I am a liberal does not mean that I will not fight ISIS. So this is good, of course, but I think it's really important we go now, we build an outreach center. Let's go ahead, actually, we're going to, I guess we'll jump into Alabama. I'm not crazy about this state. It's a scary state to say the least, but we'll give it a chance here. I don't want to let these people know that I'm giving people abortion rights. They'll probably vote against me, so screw that idea. But anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to build in Alabama, yes, in Alabama, an outreach center to try to get to the people. If we build this outreach center, we can get to the people in the South. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to tell people you have your abortion rights. I can't take that away from you. And hopefully, a few Democrats in Alabama will support me here. I think next we're going to have to move to Michigan, my friends. We're going to move to Michigan. We're going to talk to the people there. Everybody's going to join the Bernie Sanders campaign today. Today. I promise you that. So we'll do that. Let's do it. I can't believe my ears. I can't believe my eyes. My state of New York is not doing very well. So we got to get to New York, all right? Obviously, Vermont is the state that I am from, the state I am a senator from, but my heart is in New York. So we've got to address climate change. We're going to make sure that people understand that. We want them to know that we are not going to be soft on climate change. Now, we actually can get our first endorsement, and I think I'm going to go for the National Civil Liberties Union. I like them a lot. They're very good people. I'm going to take that endorsement, and that should put a lot of states on our side. So we're also going to go to California. We cannot leave California completely ignored. This is a very important place. So we're going to go to California. There's a lot of wealthy people in California, of course, but there's also a lot of working class. So we're going to let people know if you want to smoke the reefer, it's all right with Bernie Sanders. In fact, I'll join you. We'll all sit down, we'll listen to Grateful Dead, we'll smoke a little bit of reefer, and we will continue to win the presidency. I mean, what else can we do, right? So now from here, California, very, very beautiful state. I'm going to go ahead and make an advertisement. But this advertisement is different from most advertisements. You must understand. Because it's just a ground game. It's just a newspaper. It's a tiny newspaper, I'm not this big rich guy like Trump. So we do a tiny newspaper. Let's also go. We're going to get a consultant, or more specifically, an intimidator. Somebody to intimidate Trump. That's a hard thing to do, to intimidate Trump. But I'm going to do it this time. So let's go ahead. Let's finish our turn and see how things are going. All right, a political opportunity in Iowa. I'm liking it a lot. People. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of money. It's time for some Bernie Sanders fundraising. Everybody put money in my pockets right now. Beautiful. $412,000. The people of California are very, very willing to give to the campaign. So let's see what we get. A scandal monger. We're going to lower opponent integrity by half in the state. Bill Maher's joined our campaign, ladies and gentlemen. This is wonderful. And I'm also going to go ahead and tell people we will give farm subsidies. I believe in a government that supports our farmers. So I want to let people know that's going to happen, no matter what. very beautiful. This campaign is off to a really nice start. One thing I do not like is Trump has a lot of support in the northern states where I don't want him to have to support. So I'm gonna go to Pennsylvania and see if I can change people's minds a little bit. Let's hope it works. Alright, so clearly we have just enough time maybe to build an HQ, another endorsement outreach center, so we get some support from the people, of course, and we also have to make it to 60 minutes tonight, in this case 60 seconds, to do an interview. I love doing interviews. It's a fun time. I sit down and we discuss things with people, this sort of thing. So let's see, where is this interview going to take place, and Bernie Sanders is going to make it on. We're going to make it a great interview. So let's check it out. Here we go. Appearing on 60 Seconds. Of course, I would like to appear on 60 Seconds. And of course, it looks like a report on American education. What do I think about polar vortexes and heat wave? Well, you see, I'm really more concerned about the economy. But in this case, I will say that we have to limit our carbon emissions. It's that simple. We can't let these crazy corporations go around destroying our planet. It's unacceptable. I can't have it. So farm subsidies, I support them. I have to give support to the farmers, and we're going to do that using the federal government. So here we go. Let's see what the people think about our interview. I'm hoping it went pretty well, and it looks like everybody's quite happy with my showing. The voters are pleased. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to Pennsylvania. Of course, the people here, I don't understand it. They don't trust me very much. I want to go here. I want to talk to the people face to face and get them on my side completely. We're also getting another endorsement here, and in this case, I think it's going to be the National Organization for the Support of Colored People. I am a big fan of the colored people. Well, I should say African Americans, probably not politically correct to say that, but you know what? I'm new to this political thing, so just be cool with me here. We're gonna work with them. Everybody's gonna work together. We're gonna create just a beautiful, beautiful country, and we're gonna get rid of these fat cats on Wall Street. So another thing I think we should do here, jump to Virginia. It's technically a little bit of a southern state, to be honest with you, but I think we can get to these people. I favor gay marriage. I've got no problems with it, and I think there are enlightened people in Virginia that will support me on this. I also must say I oppose the display of the Confederate flag. If you want your Confederate flag, put it in a appropriate place. For instance, on your Jeep Cherokee, or perhaps on your pickup truck, or on your trailer. It does not belong in this area, in my opinion. That's all in what I think. I'm also going to bring in a fashion consultant. To be honest with you, I've been a little out of touch with my look for a while, so we're going to get my hair fixed a little bit. We're going to cut it. I don't want to have hair as bad as Trump. And considering that I have only half a head of hair, it's very important here. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and look at Wyoming has a political opportunity. I'm not a big fan of Wyoming. It's really just a lot of travel for me. What I am going to do is I'm going to jump to California. We're going to do some fundraising. The people of California have been very supportive of the Bernie Sanders campaign and our support of legalization of marijuana as well. We're going to go ahead and actually increase or create an advertisement to let the entire country know that we support legalization of marijuana. So I favor this legalization. I want people to know that, and it's that simple. If we still have time, we can jump over here, but we don't have enough funds. Unfortunately, I need to go ahead and fundraise quite a bit, and once we fundraise, we can decide what to do with the money. But for now, no. And right now, Trump has gotten support from the Christian Confederation. This is quite a serious problem. Obviously, the Christian Confederation is one of these things that can really lose us the election. I'm going to go ahead and build another HQ once I get the chance, but first, we need to do some more fundraising. And it looks like California is very much supportive of Bernie Sanders. They're going to do everything to love me. They're going to do everything to support me, and I think that's the way it should be. These are working class people. They want to get the American middle class back, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and, in fact, I will build another outreach center. We want to get the message out to the people, okay? This is very important. Let's also get over to Michigan and see if we can get the message out to the people here. We want to make sure that they completely support me. And I want to let people know I'm not going to be soft on ISIS. I am simply not going to stop Muslims from entering or leaving the country. That's unacceptable. They're American citizens just like we are, and we should allow them to do as they please. So here we go. We have gotten, of course, Michigan on our side. We're going to move to Wisconsin perhaps and get that vote too. But of course, New York now has become a battleground state. And seeing as it is a very important state to me, I think it's important that I create advertisements here to let people know what I plan to do. And I want people to know that the opponent does not want to solve the climate change problem at all. We're also going to get an endorsement, and I think the National Union Action Network is right up our alley. So let's go ahead and get that endorsement. I'm also going to give a speech saying that I want to, let's see, perhaps Black Lives Matter. I favor it. Let's see what the people of New York think of that. And they really like that message. So it's wonderful. We're working with the people of New York. We also want to go down to these other areas. West Virginia, no, that's not where I want to go. I'm not trying to get assassinated, but maybe another time. We will go to Tennessee, actually, 11 votes. That's actually pretty nice, so I'm gonna jump to Tennessee and go ahead and try to get the Tennessee in my pocket if I could. Of course, it does look like we need some money, and we are choosing our running mates. Who should I choose for my party? I really like Elizabeth Warren. I'm gonna have to take her. She's a true person. She doesn't like the corporations. She doesn't like the banks, and she doesn't like Wall Street. I will take Elizabeth Warren any day of the week. So she will join my campaign, and here we go. Beautiful. We also have some money to spend, and it's about time. I'm going to go ahead and give an ad saying that I also support gay marriage. Actually, I would say the opponent opposes it. How dare they? I mean, that's just a terrible thing to oppose. People should have the right to be married. It doesn't matter. So here we go. We're also going to give a speech saying that we support gay marriage. Probably not the most popular speech to give in Tennessee, but we must be definers. We want to show people that no matter what, we will not stray from our original message. Let's also jump over here to Ohio. I think Ohio should be a little more in our pocket, and I will try to get a speechwriter to improve Ohio's chances, I guess you could say. And we continue to lead in the polls. This is good. I mean, nobody wants to vote for Trump. This guy he's a moron. I mean, what else can I say? We can't have this. We need to stop it immediately. I'm going to go ahead. I'm also going to say that I do support the resettlement of refugees. I think that it's important to resettle these people. We can't just ignore them. So let's say we will resettle them. And actually, we just got a lot of support across the country for that message. Looks like the Tea Party is supporting Donald Trump, and that's going to be difficult to deal with. I will go ahead and make some ground game, or actually, why don't we do some regular game in this case and say that we support fighting ISIS? We're going to put that on television. We don't want people thinking that Bernie's a softie. I'll go after ISIS just like anybody else. Trust me on that one. I promise you that. I will go after ISIS. Let's also get our endorsement here, and we will get endorsement from the National Association for Women, because let's face it, what woman wants to vote for Donald Trump unless they're crazy? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So let's go ahead here. Fighting ISIS is important. Resettlement of refugees, I favor this. It's important to get these people to a good location, but we also don't want to lose support in the South. We have a lot of support in the northeastern states. We've got to go to the South a little bit. We've got to reach out to the people. So I'm going to go to Georgia, but first we need to raise some money, and unfortunately our campaign is out of funds. So let's go ahead, let's get some funds raised, $122,000. That should be enough money to make it to Georgia and do a speech too. Am I right? What do you guys think? I think that's enough. I'm not sure. But we're going to try it anyway. So here we go, my friends. We're going to give a speech as well. And I will say, addressing climate change, I'll say the opponent opposes addressing climate change. We've got to let people know that their lives are at stake here. You don't know if you vote for Donald Trump, you're going to have a lot of problems. Of course, we're going to have to leave Georgia. We don't have enough money. Our campaign, we are not these wealthy CEOs. We just do not have this kind of money to spend. So we're going to have to go to Florida, to raise our funds. All right, turn is ending. Political opportunity in Minnesota. I am sorry, I don't have time to travel to every state in the union. I just can't do it, guys. So we'll go ahead and I will do some fundraising here to make sure, get more money for my campaign and see how it works out. So 17 of 26. We have a few turns left before the election is decided. I will go ahead and try to create an advertisement. I think we can do, well, let's see, some Social Security. I favor it. I will do some ground game. This is just a newspaper advertisement to let people know that I favor Social Security. I don't want it to see it going anywhere. The problem is, of course, as you can see here, Donald Trump has taken over. They have taken over Texas completely. There's no way we will get Texas, and that's something that bothers me a little bit. But we will run over here and get immediately to Wisconsin and try to get that Wisconsin vote, get that cheese vote in our pocket. It's very important. All right, let's turn. Don't forget, we're fighting super PACs here. We're fighting corporations. It's fighting corporate greed, this sort of thing. I want to say I support state unions. I'm a big fan of state unions. They're good people. I trust them very much. And I believe that they will be a perfect competitor to the private corporations that don't seem to care about their workers. We cannot have that. An opponent, Trump opposes those state unions. He does not want to help the people. He just wants to help his private friends on Wall Street, and I'm not for that. So let's go ahead, let's take an operative as well. I believe an advertisement guru or maybe a smear merchant would be good in this state, just to let the people know that this guy is a real scumbag. Let's go ahead and go back to California. This is a great place to raise money. I think the best in America, and hopefully we can get some funds to beat Donald Trump here. Alright, another interview, my friends, this time on 60 Seconds. Wait a minute, what the hell just happened? Did the interview end? Why did that happen? That was not supposed to happen. Well, in any case, it seems the interview is over. Let's continue. I don't know what occurred there, but it was very strange. Anyway, the race is drawing to a close. It is very important that at this point we do everything we can to win the election. I don't think I have enough money to raise any more funds or enough money to really do anything. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get our movie director to go to Florida, and we're going to try to do an advertisement, actually a ad advertisement on television in Florida. But before we go there, we need to do some fundraising in the great state of California. If we can win in the great state of California, I'm pretty sure we're going to have the west part of the United States, or at least the west that is bordering the Pacific Ocean, to be more specific. All right, we're going to jump over here to Louisiana. I think we can get the Louisiana vote. The people here, they trust us, they like us, this sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to say we support religious freedom. I mean, why not? Of course, I am a secularist myself, but I think the people here should understand that we are not going to get in the way of their religious freedom. I will also take a consultant for Louisiana. I'll accept a consultant, and we will continue to campaign here. What else can I do, right? Over here, it looks like West Virginia is being ignored, and for good reason. I don't want to be there myself, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, a movie director withdraws from election campaign. My goodness, that's not good. Steven Spielberg, I thought you were going to stay with me the whole time. Intimidator withdraws. My goodness, Trump is getting rid of all of my supporters. This is a problem. But in the meantime, I think I want to go to Ohio before the end of the election and show the people of Ohio that we want to help them. We want to help them get more money in their pockets. We want to assist them in creating a better life for their families. As you can see, the U.S. Chamber of Business is supporting Donald Trump. This is damaging for sure. But we can deal with this. Don't worry so much. So we're going to go ahead, drop a little newspaper here and there, and hopefully we will win. We'll jump. Oh my goodness, a lot of central states going against us, and it looks like we just got a lawsuit against our campaign. We could still get an endorsement from the national organization, which is essentially my campaign's organization here, and hopefully this will be enough. I'm not sure it will be, though. I'm not sure this state itself has enough money to really give me, but as long as we can get out of here and get into California, we've got a little bit of a chance. We do have some of the major states, and I'm thinking that that actually means a lot, but we need to get more states, my friends. We need to make sure that everybody is supporting Bernie Sanders in this campaign. So let's go ahead. We're going to raise some funds. I am going to make sure to try and get at least one more speech out there before the end of the race. And as you can see, there is a lot of support for Trump here. We really have to make last-second decisions here. Going to Maryland is important, I think, to show people we support Black Lives Matter movement. And so let's do that. We're going to create an advertisement here immediately. I favor Black Lives Matter. Let's create that advertisement, and let's give a speech saying I favor it as well. Let the people know where I stand on this issue. Hopefully this will be enough to secure a win. I'm not sure it will be, though. We will have to hope for the best and see what happens. Let's go, America. We're doing the vote. 270 to win. Oh my goodness. I hope it's not going to Trump. The city, or I should say the country, will be completely screwed if it does. Here we go. New York is going to be voting for Sanders. Beautiful. That's a beautiful blue. I'm liking it. No, my goodness. Come on. Come on, Rhode Island. Get with the picture, please. Here we go. And of course, it looks like the South Carolina is going to Trump, but we did get Virginia. So that is a little positive aspect in this situation. But look at all these states going for Trump. This is a little bit scary. Let's see if we got Florida. 160, 270 to win, people. Don't forget, this is a very, very close race for Bernie Sanders. And I'm hoping that we could take home the victory. Oh, he got it. The bastard got it. I can't believe it. Come on, you can do this, Bernie. He's going to get Texas. That's going to be a major blow to our campaign. This race is going to come down to very few votes. And I'm very afraid of them getting Texas. Here we go. My goodness, 193. It looks like Trump is getting a very big head start here. Can we pull this out of the toilet, people? That's the question. I'm not sure we can. He's got a lot of the central states, and Trump is definitely being supported here. But maybe just by winning California, we can reverse this problem. 249. Oh my goodness, 255. Oh dear, 259. Oh, we can't have this happen. Come on. Let's go, America. You can do it. Yes! There we go, my friends. Bernie Sanders squeaking through for the victory. Alaska is going to go Republican, and Hawaii is going to go Democrat. And we have won against Trump. Now, we won a lot of the central votes, but as you can see, Bernie and Elizabeth Warren will be the president and vice president of the United States of America. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support this moron, Reverend Maxentius, as he is also one of these low-class workers that I'm trying to help. So make sure to like his channel, and if you can, of course, provide a donation to either the Bernie Sanders campaign or to his channel, whichever you decide. We will look at the exit polls, and it looks like the popular vote, we won by about 400,000. That's very, very close, of course. And we will look at the map itself, and it looks like we had a very interesting victory. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day, my friends.